Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Jamie and you're watching The Jamie Show here on YouTube. New episodes every Wednesday. Thanks so much for tuning in, and can you guess what our episode is all about today? No, we're not cleaning up kids' playrooms, although an important thing to do, and maybe we'll do a show about it another time. Today is all about being a kid again, bringing back some of that fun and wonder and carefree spirit that we may have lost because we're busy doing adult stuff. Chores and to-do lists and responsibilities, and today, let's just have some fun. I think today, maybe more than ever, we absolutely need this in our day, and so it can be whatever it is to you. There's no right or wrong way to add a little play into your day. Maybe it's something as simple as popping in a fancy drink umbrella to one of your drinks. Growing up, when my parents would go on date nights, sometimes I would get to go along. Not so sure how much of a date night that was, but I clearly remember some of the more fanciful restaurants where there's a piano player playing the music, and I think sometimes I'd get up and dance, and I'm not sure if that was allowed, but maybe everybody thought it was cute. I don't know. And I would get to order those Shirley Temples with the grenadine and more maraschino cherries than any one child should consume in a day. And it would come with a little drink umbrella, a little parasol. So fun. I used to love making them go up and down, and I guess that's what occupied me during their date night dinners. And so this would be in my drink, and then on the way home, I'd get to bring it home with me. Mom would put me into my pajamas for the ride home. I'm sure it was getting past my bedtime. And I don't remember the rest, probably because I fell asleep. And so in the morning, this umbrella would be in my orange juice, or at lunch in my milk. And it just felt so special. It made everything, takes it to the next level of being special. And it's just so much fun. So do you have one of these drink umbrellas? And when you see it, does it bring back memories like mine does? Do you remember a vacation or a getaway, or when you were traveling, or a honeymoon? And if you have one of these umbrellas at home, maybe in a junk drawer, and it's just in the back gathering dust, why not bring it out? Open it up. Hopefully it's not disintegrating, so you'll still be able to use it, and put it in your drink tonight at dinner. How fun would that be? It's just that little thing that makes you smile, makes you happy, and maybe even brings back some great memories. So a drink umbrella is just one, but of course, who didn't have Matchbox cars? Do you still have one or two lying around somewhere? I do. I have my favorites in a jewelry box. And so a couple, one has a convertible, one the doors open, and one, I don't know if it's a Matchbox or not. It's teeny tiny, and when you pull it back, it goes on its own, and it still goes after all these years. And I love them, and they sit in my jewelry box, and every so often, I'll just see them. But I never really bring them out and play with them. But how fun would that be? Just kind of bring them out and let them move around. And no one has to know. It's just your own moment of, listen, feeling like a kid again. And why not? Did you love dinosaurs as a child? Now, you don't have to necessarily play with him, but he could sit on the corner of your desk, and every time you see him, he just makes you smile. Why not? Come on, he's adorable. So what did you love as a child that you could bring back? Stickers? Did you have a sticker book? I did. I had puffy stickers and scratch and sniff stickers, and the popcorn one was my absolute favorite. I can still smell it now. Bring out some stickers. Buy a pack of stickers. Enjoy them. Thinking about things that bring back scents, and that's such a big memory. Play-Doh, for sure. You can get a little tub and model something, then put it away and bring it out another day. Why not? You can totally do that. No one says it's just for a certain age. It might say 5+. We're the plus. Bring it out. Enjoy it. You can still use it. And I know these block games, you're supposed to stack the tower and then try to pull the block out without the tower collapsing. I'm pretty good at this. And I always wait for someone to play with, but I don't often have someone to play with. And then I realized I can do this on my own. I can compete against myself. Today I pulled out 5. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to pull out 6 blocks before it collapses. And of course, when it collapses, then one of the blocks goes under the couch. Then you have to wait till you clean to find it. When you're vacuuming, you find it, then you put it on the table, then you move it to the side table, then eventually it makes its way back into the box with all the other blocks, and you can play again. So why not? Bring it out, enjoy it, make it fun. What are those things that as a child you look back and remember just feeling carefree in the moment, laughing, joyful? We can do those things now. So can we add that to your week, to your day, to your to-do list? Because then if it's on your to-do list, it feels like you're supposed to do it. So it doesn't feel like it's just a diversion and it's an extra thing and it's just not a chore. Now you have to do it because it's on your list and it's like, oh, now I get to check it off. So why not? Add it to your list. Those things that make you smile, that bring you back to the days when things were a little simpler, possibly. And I love to cut out a snowflake. I mean, who doesn't? Do you remember cutting out those snowflakes? Did you do it in kindergarten when you were learning your scissoring skills, or in another grade, or maybe scouting? Look at this one. It came out with all the little fringes, and I mean, it's just so beautiful, I thought. Maybe you do too. I have these now on my window. I made a mini one and I put it on the bathroom mirror. You could do a garland of them. You could cut them out and just drop them off to a neighbor that doesn't often get fun mail. And this would certainly be something fun for that neighbor that's not really, we're not visiting and things. So be a great way to just make someone else smile as well. So this one I did with little cutouts, like little feather cuts, and it just comes out so beautiful. It's like delicate and lacy. So what do you think? Do you want to make a snowflake with me today? You do? Oh, I hope so. Okay, so you're going to need probably a piece of printer paper, unless you have other paper, and then scissors. So very carefully, this is an adult project or under adult supervision, but we are going to make a snowflake today. So you're going to start with a piece of paper, and if it happens to be a rectangular piece of paper, we do need to get it to be square. So that's going to require you to just bring one corner up to meet the edge. See how I'm doing that? So one corner comes up to meet the edge, and then that's going to give us our square. So this is your square piece, and then you're just going to need to cut that top piece off to remove the rectangular part of it. Okay, so we've just brought that corner up to meet the edge of the paper, and then very carefully, adult supervision, we are going to cut off the part that we don't need, which I should point out makes lovely scrap paper. So I'm sure you're going to want to hold on to it so you can make a little note at some point. So now we have what was a square turned into a triangle, and then we're going to fold that triangle onto itself one more time. So we have a double triangle, okay? So you see what we did there? We went from a square to a triangle to another triangle. And then we're going to bring those two sides of the triangle in. So you're going to fold, keep the top point, okay, come across, and come across. It's going to sort of resemble a bit of a rocket taking off, like a spaceship sort of. And if you're looking for more detailed directions, you can find them at jamienovak.com. So just go to JAMIENOVAK.com. Then we cut off the two tails. So we just want to flatten it out. We want to remove those two tails. So it just goes back to another cone-looking triangle. So now you basically have the piece that you're going to cut out from. And so what I've noticed is that the more you cut out, the lacier the snowflake is. So if you see now, really, I cut just about everything off because it would have been this before. And see what I cut out? I cut out this whole part here and this whole part here. And so the more you cut out, the lacier and more delicate it will be. So from the triangle, you lost a lot of paper, right? And it makes great confetti. So you might need to get your vacuum cleaner out. So I went with a little swirl here, and I kind of went straight up, and then I took a triangle cutout. I cut little fronds, so just cut, but there's no pieces missing. And then I took a little triangle off here, and that reveals a very delicate, very lacy snowflake. I just love this one. This one might be my most favorite one that I ever created in all my years. See what that turns out to be? So, so lacy and delicate. So if you are looking for a lacy and delicate one, the more cuts you make, the more you take off, the less paper there will be, so the more open space, right? Negative space there will be. And if you want a thicker snowflake with more snow, then leave more paper there. So you'll see what you create. And of course, like I said, you're going to make a lot of confetti, so just know that's going to happen. So let's see what we can make here. I'm going to cut a big circle, kind of like a moon out of that. And I'm going to take a triangle out of here, and let's see what that does to it. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you what's going to happen. I hope it's going to be good. There's a really good chance that sometimes it's going to come out and just be a bunch of paper and be nothing. And that's okay. And just start again. So no worries. And I just accidentally took the whole top off. So listen, you know, snowflakes are all different. There's no right or wrong. Some snowflakes probably come down with missing pieces, I'm guessing. So it's okay if it does. And remember, you can always refold it and go again if you wanted to. Oh, that's different. And look at that pattern in the center. I don't even really know how I did that. Let's see if I can show you. But how fun is that? And then I can put that snowflake, and he can join all of his other snowflake friends in the window. And then we have a whole snowflake family. And it's just a lot of fun. So you'll see how I did that. I took the whole top piece off. And then I just put one little slit, but I didn't cut through, right? So the whole top piece got taken off, and then one little cut through, and that's what created in that center that piece. So it's really like a, I mean, who could have imagined it would make that? What a beautiful star and things. So if you have these pieces, maybe that's what you want to do, and it can be a wonderful activity. It just, as I was cutting it, like as much as I was talking to you, I was also sort of in my own mind, like, oh, I wonder what this will do. And if I cut this out, I wonder what happens. And then you open it, and it's such a sense of awe and wonder because you don't know what it's going to be, and you hope it turns out. And if it doesn't, it's just a piece of paper. You can recycle it and start again. So if you're feeling like it has to be the perfect snowflake, there's no two snowflakes alike, and there's really doesn't have to be perfect. So are you making your snowflake now? I sure hope that you are. Directions for how to fold the paper, in case I lost you on that part, are available at jamienovak.com. It's under Happy. And under Happy, you're going to find all the other happy things that you could do from home, including all the things that will hopefully bring back some of that childlike feeling, that freedom, where there's not so many responsibilities, not so many cares, and whether it's that little tiny dragon or the little dinosaur that makes you happy, or it's challenging yourself to a game to see how many blocks you can pull out, or maybe it is just simply putting that drink umbrella in the drink, and it could be your morning coffee, or it could be whatever you're enjoying throughout the day. It doesn't have to be anything special, and if you're saving these for a special day, I just want to let you know today is a special day. So bring it out, enjoy it, order the stickers, play with the Play-Doh, watercolor something, whatever you'd love to do that just takes you out of the to-do list, the day, the adult aspect of things, and bring it to feeling like a kid again. And we're going to add that to our to-do list, so then you kind of have to do it. So it doesn't feel like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. You absolutely should be doing it because it's on your to-do list and you want to make it happen so you can check it off. I couldn't be more excited to see your snowflakes. I hope that you're going to subscribe, first of all, because that means you'll know about new shows every Wednesday. And in the comments, let me know, when's the last time you made a snowflake? Did you just make one now? And if we are friends on social media, and I certainly hope that we are, show me a photo. I'd love to see the snowflake that you created. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. I can't wait to do this again next Wednesday. Until then, I hope your days are filled with joy and childlike wonder.